Good day everyone. In this video report, we will going to tackle about the receiving, the types of receiving, and the receiving personal professional ethics. And by the way, our objectives in this report, we will going to identify and determine what are the types of receiving, the receiving personal professional ethics. And by the way, I am Mr. Prin A. Jose, your reporter in this video report. Everyone, if you hear receiving, what comes first in your mind? So comment down below. So receiving is to get something that is giving already paid and it will send. So and receiving also it is verifying the authorization for goods received as well as their quantity, quality and condition. And also receiving it is the way of inspecting the deliveries to evaluate the quality and to determine the quantity of the product in checking the prices and arriving if they will accept it or they will reject in the decision. What is receiving an item? So receiving it is the act of taking possession of products in order to stage them to inspection, place them into inventory stage or deploy them to the end user or immediate use. So inspecting it is the act of examining the products that has been delivered to determine the conformance to the purchase specifications. The aims of receiving. So the aim of receiving is the quantity of goods delivered, not just the quantity which has been ordered by the client or the customer. So it means that all goods should be weighed, counted to the quality of goods received or delivered in accordance with the specification stated on the purchase. Receiving process is important. So it helps to track of incoming stock and identify many issues with storages or damaged goods. We are in the types of receiving. So there are five types of receiving. First, blind, unordered, substitute, express, and five cascade receipts. So let's identify it. So when we say blind receiving, it is the process of receiving shipments in a warehouse without an order or shipment line. And also blind receiving is it is facilitated when the agencies issues a purchase order and provides order information to intended receiver without the quantities listed. So the receiver is blind to the quantities ordered and must independently identify and record the quantities of goods or services received. So unordered. So it means you can receive items from a supplier when you do not have a corresponding purchased order, but you want to receive the items so you can track them on a system while you wait for a buyer to decide which purchase order to use. So an order means it is not ordered. Substitute. So it is about the product or a service that consumer sees as the same or similar to the another product. So the products can be replaced each other either perfectly or in part. Now, in the four types of receiving, which is express. So when we talk about express, it is usually shipping. Means 2 day or next day delivery. It is the fastest way to send a package but it is not the cheapest. So when we say express, it is to send a package. In the five types of receiving, which is cascade receipt. So when we say cascade receipt, it is facilities the contribution of a given quantity of an item for a single supplier across multiple shipments and distribution. Cascade means it is a process where something typically information or knowledge is successively passed on. Now we are in the receiving personal professional ethics. So when we say professional ethics, it is the principles that govern the behavior of a person or a group in a business environment. So, professional ethics examples are typically these are include honesty, trustworthiness, transparency, accountability, confidentiality, objectivity, respect, obedience to the law, and loyalty. So, when we say honestly, you should be honest all the time. In your work, trustworthy, you should be trustworthy. Transparency, you should be always transparent. Accountability, you are accountable. And confidentiality, and objectively respect, you must respect your coworkers, obedience the law, you need to follow the law and regulations, and loyalty, you should be loyal on your work. So, what are the personal and professional ethics? So, when we say personal ethics, it is refers to the ethics that a person identifies within respect to the people and situations that they will deal with in everyday life. So, professional ethics refers to the ethics that a person must adhere to in respect of their interactions and business dealings in their professional life. So, how do personal ethics impact professional performance? So, in the ethical commitments of individual employees has an effect on a team and department performance. In addition to individual performance, being an ethical employee makes you a better player, always making a positive contribution in a group settings. It is according to Works Institute. So that's all. So that's all. Thank you for listening and viewing in my video report. And if you are done viewing and listening, comment now, comment done, and see you in our quiz. Bye. Thank you. God bless.